celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the Bills sideline is Sean McDermott. His guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. On the Tyler Bass about ready to inside the 30 at the 27. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Rodgers going to throw. And he finds Austin complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the gun, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Motion man is Shakir. Now Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Steelers hit 6-5 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week.
Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Rodgers again now. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. When you look at this defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They run for it with Bigsby. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Running left, it's Warren. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside. And now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching.
Fuck, are y'all actually gonna challenge that in the snow, in this thing? He's in. Fuck that.
Because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
That's crazy. They tried to challenge that.
That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Rodgers now to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On the give, it's Warren.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Warren. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Warren will score. Touchdown.
He's doing a fucking everything.
Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the... So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. What a weekend it has been already around the NFL. We had 3 great games on Thanksgiving, another one Friday in Philadelphia, and it's all part of the NFL's salute to the legendary John Madden. This week's slate of games known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we at EA Sports salute the man we knew as Coach, who brought so much to this great holiday, so many smiles with his love of family, his love of football, and we miss him, no doubt. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, John Madden. To throw, it's Allen. A short instance of moxie. You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield. He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Oh, yeah,
The best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his
Oh, no.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Battling for playoff position. Second half of the season.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
Get on
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nothing.
Now Allen.
I do not have it.
He's going to be off the mark. Too far.
Oh, I thought I had a chance.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, has gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
See if I can get in.
To the air, Allen.
Oh. He got this number. Where did they go?
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. So they fake the handoff.
Oh, they got me. Oh, that's a touchdown. That's too slow. Okay. That was disastrous.
His 3rd
touchdown
now on the year.
I didn't hear it.
Have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
Wow, okay.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
You guys keep pace.
Now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
We're close to go.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string the positions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center. And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Wow, Luke Higgins can catch that.
And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. It's such a costly interception.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
So close, they are knocking on the door for a touchdown. And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way.
Oh, wow. Okay, there's nobody there. Okay.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final
just got out of hand.
The half.
Can't throw the ball down the field at all at any time.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
He's down the field, blocking some other
getting set to take the field. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Yeah.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Rodgers. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That one deep for London. And that's
he fucking dropped it.
Some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open
He
for a
fucking
minute.
dropped
That's
that.
great work
He
with the
dropped
ball
that
in the
one.
air.
Oh
Never
my
gave up.
fucking
Conversion on
goodness.
his man.
The
And
one
broke the play up.
opportunity, you fuck.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That one deep for London.
And he dropped that too.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third
He
down.
can't get a pass down the fucking field far enough to.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked second in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, Allen targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
He's
got his target. That's complete.
Is that because I didn't change my fucking character and made him stand still? I bet it was. You fucking shit, fuck, man. I should have fucking that.
And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards.
I kind of knows if he becomes a superstar because I think the impressions of him will be glorious.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
319.
Here's a give to Bigsby. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
258.
Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Washington. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
18.
A handoff for Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
You get to do a monthly Zoom hangout with me and a bunch of other Patreon members.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
So if you want to play fantasy football, you can see patreon.com/that'sgoodsports. And then if you want to support the channel, you do it there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
With NFL headlines, I am very impressed.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
That is the plan started for the full year.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And it's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, Allen has his man. It's Shakir. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Has found a way to give us more Pat McAfee, and then even more Pat McAfee because
back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
That's like what?
The Bills on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And shooting it all down the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Now, I haven't been watching Hard Knocks, but that's only because I realized that Bill was going to reveal that JS.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. That one deep for London. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Back on the squad.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
I also think that's my favorite reporter.
Hey, 626!
That man is just fucking happy. Some fun small trees on his shirt.
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. That one deep for London. And he knocks it incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing the outlet incomplete. It's Palmer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Allen going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers down by 2 touchdowns. 2:18 on the clock. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here. Starting with 1st and 10. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
319!
If the people literally think he's an all-pro already because of his fuck that. I'll wait till late September.
Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. That one deep for London. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he will have the Steelers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 2nd and 6 coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Into the hands of London. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo,
on the team in yards, trailing just Nico and tight end Dalton Schultz. In the playoffs last season, he was mostly held in check, at least against the Steelers, where Christian Kirk shined with 144 yards and a TD. Although Higgins, 59 yards, led the team against the Patriots. But if you remember, Kirk is now with the 49ers, which means Xavier Hutchinson is the next man up.
A nice completion to a receiver they love. That's Lewis Vaughn.
Hutch already emerged as that wide receiver number 3 for Houston last year. I think he can solidify himself as the number 2 wideout in Houston with this injury. Either way, a group that I thought was really deep now feels shallow. Almost as shallow as the NCAA. Segue. This is the big story, okay? We've got a real-life Billy Madison situation in college football that has me questioning the authority or the efficacy of the NCAA, which might shock some of you.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and
To get my NL money and buy a house with a pool.
Multiple players who don't make it on the NFL rosters having the option, potentially, of going back to play in college football.
Oh, back to school. This week, a federal judge in Louisiana granted a temporary restraining order to allow a group of 16 former, emphasis on former, college football players to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Over 30 total athletes, by the way, giving them an extra year of eligibility. Back in June, the NCAA adopted a blanket policy granting college athletes 5 years of eligibility. But now the high school class of 2022, who just finished their 4th season last year in 2025, want that 5th year of eligibility and earnings that they were excluded from. So as one does now in college football, they brought that case before a judge who ruled in their favor, granting them a restraining order. So basically, if some of these players are cut by their current NFL teams by September 1st, they'd be allowed to join a college roster under this restraining order, making this the only time in history college football coaches want their prospects to have an active restraining order. In total, more than 100 athletes are currently suing the NCAA in hopes of returning to school for one more year. And nothing makes me more proud as an American to know that none of them are doing that in order to enhance their education. Now, some of the plaintiffs in the football case include South Carolina safety DQ Smith, former LSU linebacker Jack Pyburn, James Madison linebacker Trent Hedrick, and Notre Dame defensive lineman Junior Tua Halamaka. If you've been keeping up with the NFL preseason, a name that might ring a bell with you is Pyburn, because he had 2 sacks last week against the Jets, which is kind of like playing against a college team when you think about it. He signed as an undrafted free agent with the Buccaneers this offseason, has already succeeded in limited snaps in the NFL, albeit the preseason, and if he chooses to do so in the next week, he can go back to college and play this season. You know, the season that starts Saturday in Dublin.
It just comes down to my process. You know, I'm not really worried about what the outcome is of anything.
If he decides to go back to LSU and LSU wants him back, he could play against Clemson in 2 weeks. Clemson was a 7 win team last year in the ACC, which certainly makes them more formidable.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Can you hear me? Okay, good. I'm changing my shit to my controller. Let's put my headset on. I didn't even know. I thought we had one more week before it was. I didn't even realize we already made it all the way to fucking Week 14 already. Holy shit.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete.
Crazy.
What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the mark. Here's Warren. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he finds Austin complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Rodgers. Struggling there with Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right now, you got 58.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On play action, Rodgers. Now throw on the
What?
run, but that's going to be incomplete.
What kind of dumbass shit was that, man?
Defense.
I got a terrible goddamn
That's for sure.
quarterback.
Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield,
Motherfucker's wide open on the left side. He throwing a fucking horrible goddamn pass.
Passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Dude, I took him over. Was supposed to have him in the. I got a 70-something passer trying to do it. All the dude was supposed to cut in, but he slanted out. Like he took a bad route. Like he was supposed to cut in.
Forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're number 1. They have to prove it to us. And they try
Look at that fat motherfucker. Offensive line.
That ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Ravens at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game, and those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's like I played with him something earlier. He's so fucking
You're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone.
Damn, I figured Ramsey might intercept that. Wow, okay.
Gibbs with touchdown number 20 on the year.
We're getting a little contact down in the league.
Turnover and converted into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
We played the Jets. I think Dan Drew, the guy from Penn State, is pretty good, the quarterback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next
Drew
drive.
Aller or something like
They
that.
threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
We're supposed to go out earlier.
To your game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're supposed to go out
Everyone has
earlier.
matchups that they like better than others.
Aaron Rodgers, Aaron. 76 overall, Aaron Rodgers.
Go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the run, it's Warren. And we'll get a couple up to the 20.
I can't keep getting hit in the backfield every
That's a
fucking
good
time.
start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He dropped it.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The motherfucker dropped it. I hit the square button to keep running, and they gave him the fucking hit on that shit. That's fucking stupid.
Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Where's my guy running to? Oh my God, are you serious?
That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
I wasn't supposed to get unlucky too. That's just fucking unlucky right there. My guy ran into your fucking. I was trying to run towards the ball, and he ran right into the fucking ball. Catch the ball, 5. Damn, Ramsey, you suck dick, bruh. Like that was a pick all day, bro. That ball bouncing around. You fucking 95 overall. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't like you a little 70 something. So pick that.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He finds Smith and Jigba.
Man, TJ Watt was so far away from everything. Never get nowhere.
Catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Dude, how is TJ Watt hurt? I just clobbered Lamar Jackson with a fucking defensive tackle, and fucking TJ Watt's hurt. Get the fuck out of here.
To throw is Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Oh, that's on you. Man.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Gibbs straight ahead. Pushing forward.
Damn, he still fell forward 3 fucking yards. Even got hit in the backfield.
Damn. Carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves
There's supposed to be a guy right there in that fucking spot. Arizona. but was not there. You can see that top right corner where he's supposed to be in there.
They go play action now. Jackson. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
God damn, boys. Where the fuck were y'all at on that one?
20 on the edge of the red zone.
TJ Watt's hurt. God damn, I got to take him out.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now,
yeah, it's like right there on the ball, yeah.
Right out and right up the middle.
Jackson going to keep it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front.
TJ Watt's about to get hurt.
They couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
TJ Watt's about to get hurt.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Gibbs will score.
TJ Watt's in red, man. I'm going to end up trading TJ Watt next year or this season, maybe in the offseason. I got some young guys that I need to develop that's right behind him, and they don't get paid as much as he gets paid. But he gets hurt too, man. His arm's been hurt all season long. I've had to take him out of like 2 or 3 games, dude, because his arm was fucked up. Because he wasn't injured yet, but he almost got injured. Yeah, dude. All the wear and tear, yeah. I took the wear and tear down too. It's not as bad. I can control it in the game, but just over the course of the whole season, they're getting like just some. I had to sit down. I sat him down for a couple games. Like I said, several of my starters actually did that. So I lost those games and whatnot. So.
At the same time, you're wondering how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Checks this one down.
I can't believe that line that running back's got like 93 speed, and he still can't get past that dude, even though they're running side by side at that time. I was like, he didn't separate himself, so something have to take into consideration whenever he's, you know, and he's not going to break this tackle. They're having to get rid of the ball so quick out of his hands. And he can't pass the ball. It says he's got 90-something power on throws. It's a lie. And this motherfucker got way too many goddamn. It takes an hour and a half to fuck it.
Now the Ravens going to use one
Get
of
the
their
ball down there.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do
that
next.
That bitch ain't got no 94 fucking shit. Ain't no more fucking way.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now it's Rodgers.
What? Why was that not outside, dude? I didn't do anything to change that. I will upgrade that quarterback in the offseason. There will be a better quarterback. This is absolutely ridiculous. What?
You should be above 60%.
How do you drop that?
And an incomplete pass.
Anywho.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play.
I'm an 82 overall, bro.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
So you can kind of do that, you know, math yourself there, right?
That's caught right side. It's one.
Well, you got to imagine your overall the whole 82, yeah. Fucking suck. Well, the quarterback situation, if it was a 90-something, it would make a huge difference. But him being a 76 is not that one.
Clock's going to stop with 47
That's
seconds to go in half number 1.
I'm not 40 fucking. All right, let's do this. It's only 14.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Yeah.
And this one hits it.
It was not supposed to do that, but whatever, dude. I just practiced those fucking talking kicks, and y'all, all I just did was nothing like it, so that's it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Yeah, the speed is ridiculous to Gibbs, man. My guy's only got like 90 speed right there. That's a big difference. If he gets any kind of cut, lane, 37 is 93 speed, but he didn't cut through that fucking hole. He got fucking dropped the fucking pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
everything falling apart now.
There was no in between them. Trying to find a little bit of a crease right there.
Trying to get
I'm not
points
picking
before
the
intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Excess time.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson now off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that
I got
is
no fumble. If I made, I thought it was.
Fine with that
I
incompletion
don't
as
know
a
how he threw that
quarterback can
ball.
be, in all honesty. He avoided his
Intentional
first sack
grounding, no
in the
nothing.
game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to
I
on that
was
throw.
that's not an intentional grounding. It was not a fumble.
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Sit hot. Middle. Hey, report.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
No, hey, every fucking goddamn time the safety. My safety's like a 70-something right there. I think that one.
So 1st and 10.
Yeah, Thornhill's a 70. I think 76.
Blowout material.
And he's able to carve out about 6.
I'm out. Oh, God. Defensive tackle's hurt.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here.
What? Ow. Oh, get the fuck out of here with that thing. Substitute. He got serious injury concerns.
His guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
He was that good either, like a 71 overall.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
It's too funny.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Roman Wilson.
Wilson, 92, 93, something like that.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
We get another game in a couple weeks.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
What the fuck is that?
He's into the clear again. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now it's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
You know, holding penalty right there. My guy with Nick was like that.
Baltimore. A touchdown run there from a yard out.
Open.
As his guys have
never a goddamn hold.
Very comfortable lead on his loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a Pittsburgh
is he dead?
Down, a gain of 13.
You see him? I might have been dead. I don't know.
Rodgers now to throw. Short throw to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He was slumped over. Like A-Rod in the slump over.
On the give, it's Warren. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 more there and another first down. On play action, now Rodgers.
I fucked up. I don't know about fucked up all the way.
And he'll go down, and that will do it.
Why did I think the running back was all going? I fucked all the way up.
Quarters have come and gone.
I hate that shit.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
GG's, good win. Team was good. Team good. You got a chance to win it all right here for sure. 100%. Team was legit across the board. They're legit across the board. That motherfuckers are missing wide open catches and the wide open back. Damn! How y'all motherfucking missing that shit? Hey, y'all dropping that. Why the fuck open? There's no goddamn reason to miss that fucking catch.
And an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, 258. 50.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
He dropped this shit.
Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic.
Y'all kill me. Y'all hate me and shit.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
Why is he going to keep running out of bounds? Stop, bitch.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair.
Yeah, I need more speed at safety. That's
down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
I did have Ramsey's out there at safety, and I changed it back there.
That is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
I was hoping
the
to hurt
decision
him
to
more.
tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Real quick, ready? Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Ready? Hey. Sit up.
Now Jackson.
Why is he out there like that? Come on, bro. He's supposed to be bad.
Sideline. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion,
there's no
but
way. There's a guy he's supposed to back up, cover 3 buzz press. He's supposed to be backed up, and he's not even backed up. What the fuck is he doing? Did I accidentally turn into him? Like, no way I did that.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That guy wasn't covering it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Gibbs again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
Dude, ain't no fucking way he just shrugged off a fucking defensive tackle. Get the fuck out of here.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game.
Aaron Rodgers.
A nice stop there.
He's up on it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And
Aaron
Rodgers. The
Rodgers.
ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Their passing game has been spectacular.
94 power, so fuck you. It takes 20 minutes for this shit, bro.
You think maybe there is an adjustment there?
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Dude, if I break that, on game, I hate it.
2nd down in the yard.
Baby, I'm yours. Look at that.
Throws there incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can.
In the
Rodgers gonna throw. Pass tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and ripped off a pretty big play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter.
It was like a long ways away from that. Like 15 seconds.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Accelerated clock, I guess.
And again, it's Rodgers.
We should have been able to break that tackle.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it second down.
With no chance.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh my God, man. Every time Aaron gets hit this year, he throws a fucking pick. Every time I hit a quarterback, the ball hits the ground. Aaron Rodgers, bro, I'm about to bench him for the rest of the season.
Sideline, that interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL,
every fucking time he gets hit,
that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7.
Every
if we
fucking
made
time.
one more play, could have had our shutout.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Bitch ass bitch. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Tough
Oh
spot.
fuck.
Looking at
Okay.
second and 16 here after the big loss. And despite the late lead, Jackson
looking for the weekend.
And he is down at the 48. Pick up a 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him.
Where's Jameer Gibbs at, punk ass motherfucker?
I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Jackson now.
Wait a minute.
Down the field for Gibbs.
What? Why did my DB jump in a stupid direction? What the fuck was that? He did a stupid ass animation towards the ball when I turned around. I was going to turn around early to try to get that bitch. What a bitch. Man, I got terrible team. God damn it. A lot of fucking holes to fill now.
The give right side for Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
What's he not doing this?
Here's Jackson to throw.
See, he gets hit. He don't come nowhere close to throwing it near his person. But Aaron Rodgers has done that 7 or 8 times at least this season.
In this Baltimore victory.
At least that.
Really
I only have time enough to pass. Fuck, I got so much work to do on my team. But I'll be back. GG, dude. Well done. Well done. Good game. Jameer Gibbs is the real deal. Holyfield.
When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down
I got to get a quarterback,
control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.
I got some good pieces.
So for Baltimore, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Recently waived former Ravens quarterback Diego Flavia essentially be his 7th season. He played 2 years at the JUCO level, which is crucial. 2 at New Mexico State and another 2 at Vanderbilt. Flavia would assume that his JUCO years should count against his D1 eligibility, and he should immediately be granted another year. Suiting up for however long. It's pretty crazy. If you're a head coach at a major college program and you don't like the way your quarterback room is looking and a Heisman caliber QB becomes available, would you not try to jump on that? Now, I wouldn't count on him going back to Vanderbilt, who has a 5-star freshman in line to start, but maybe another SEC team like Florida or even a team like Nevada, where Flavia nearly went to in 2024, would try and get him. And maybe, just maybe, being back in college, his DNA hits him with one final growth spurt so NFL coaches can see him as a QB and not as a future cast member in the Broadway version of Snow White with some Flavias. There's every reason for these players to want another college season, especially a guy like Flavia. We don't have exact numbers, but it's estimated that the best QBs in college football are making a few $1 million this upcoming season. A practice squad player in the NFL with 2 or fewer seasons in the league makes around $250,000 over an 18-week season. An undrafted rookie who actually makes the team has a minimum salary of $885,000. So if a guy like Jack Clyburn thinks he can get more than $250,000 this season at LSU, and he doesn't have to risk getting cut by Tampa Bay and getting nothing, I wouldn't blame him or anyone else for doing just that. That said, it is hilarious to picture him going up against Austin Wirfs one-on-one in training camp and saying, fuck this, I'm going back to college. This is too hard. Suddenly, the entire premise for the 1990s football classic movie Necessary Roughness feels a lot more believable. Call that. Not the woman kicker. Introducing Tom Brady, for the Texas Armadillos. We can do it.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Calvin Austin on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that last flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Steelers have a first down. Trying an inside give to Ward. We'll cobble together a yard there. And that was Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Rodgers set to pass. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Hits his running back. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the move.
And he's able to get to the 2 before the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and netted some positive yards.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Looking out of the gun, here's Rodgers. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Drake London with the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
That's a big thing. Here, and first year, it's just there's no skating around this.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
You're skating on the fly, especially if you're brand spanking new.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, here's Tua. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. To throw, Rodgers. Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Specifically, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, and Rashee Rice's fault. That's also fair. I think Rashee Rice.
Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
Trying to run it in, Achane. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Blitz coming to him. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throw away.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
I put in the GPS doc. I was like, hey, are you streaming tonight? And you go, I'm leaning no. So, right now,
back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. Sanders sends it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And we also saw a flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
So that's a cheesy play right there.
So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return.
Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up. Tua off the play fake. That's caught. Devon Achane. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop was made. Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal.
Go ahead.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Sanders sends it through. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers offense headed out. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. On 1st down, Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Throwing again here. Howard. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kid, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down. He's going to throw it again. Now the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. Up on Washington, left side. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Warren here from the gun. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. To the air, Howard. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Warren has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Back to Warren. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat. Let's go.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
They'll go play action. Howard. He won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Hey, come up two. Come up two. Go. Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He beams one. Deep right side. Wide open. Downfield. Got it. Hits the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins push their lead to 6. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Miller on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. 1st and 10. Here's Howard. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Jalen Moore on the intended target. So now it's 2nd and long. Working from his end zone. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
All right.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. 2nd down and 10. Tagovailoa. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Heaving for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. And this is Dak Prescott. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. The Cowboys are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's Puka Nacua. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Rams keep their playoff hopes alive. They move back to 500 at 7-7 with the win. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Packers. And it's the rookie from UCF, R.J. Harvey. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Broncos win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Come for the football takes, leave for the blasphemy. Yeah. Or stay for the blasphemy. Either one works. I still think whenever we do clickbait at some point, that's the season-long goal. Yeah. For Scooter to admit you're the Jesus Christ.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins are back out on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock, add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive, went backwards. He's going to send this one forward. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. The gun, Howard. Completed to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Howard. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Back to throw it. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing here, Howard. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
They get to the back of his own read. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. And all the time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
1st and 10 from the 32. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And a goal for this drive, Brock, moving past the way their last one ended. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Working now from the gun. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Warren. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That one gains 7. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Throwing now, Howard. Chased out to his right. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Warren is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off.
If they're considering that,
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. 2 now from the gun. Finds his runner, Achane. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win.
There you go. Working 3 to 3, and then I have my uncle's funeral in the morning, 2 hours away. Perna, you know what to do. That's it.
Second and 6 coming up here. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Achane to middle. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running forward, it's Achane. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Darius Slay has it! There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, Howard. He finds Freiermuth over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10.
That's right. Listen, until you start switching with the Cowboys, then people are going to get you.
Now Howard to throw.
What up?
He's another quick hitter. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
Get my butt whooped, man. Gotta better my team here. About to go to bed. I got to work in the morning. I'll try to finish this game up.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh.
Steelers
trailing by 5.
We're not doing too well this year. 6 and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. Howard looking to throw. Got a man, it's London. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Time winding down. We're inside 90 seconds. Setting up to pass. Roman Wilson reels it in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down. He'll look to throw it. That one connects. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've tipped...
And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
Don't call it a comeback.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes
Find a
Davis.
way into the playoffs.
Escapes a defender. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Miami offense headed out there now. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Back to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Gotta figure out this third down here. Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down. Time to to throw. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. And we're down now to 35 seconds as he spikes it. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here he is to throw. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him. And he delivers.
On the return, here comes Austin. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Howard. Comes into the hands of Fryermuth. And he has this down to the 34. And the whistles go off, so we've got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff to Wood. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. An entire stadium of pressure now on Chris Boswell. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. That one is good! And the 49-yarder wins them this game! Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steve. As they take the win on the North Shore. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it.
Comeback victory, what? Yeah.
But they still want him because there's a whole conversation between John Schneider and Arnold's agent that was on Hard Knocks. So yeah, I don't know what this actually means. Like if Diggs comes in and they're like, oh yeah, he's good in our defense, and they like it might be a situation where they don't need him. They don't really even need Diggs. I don't even know where Diggs is on their depth chart. I feel like it's just an emergency sort of situation, and they would assume Arnold's going to be better. And Arnold still, his play is, nobody even knows that Terry Arnold's good as a corner. Yeah. And that's been spotty play and injury. So, yeah.
He'd be like a CB3, man. Like, he'd be, a depth piece that you know you could start if you needed to.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like, we'll see what happens. It's a weird situation, I guess, still.
Derek, I'm sorry to hear about your Uncle Dan. Love watching your guys' show. Need us a clip, RIP. I do love, I think, the way that this has turned into now when we lose people around us, we go to GPS and go, can you play the Tim Tebow clip, please?
This is what you want, right? You want the Tebow clip? I hope Derek is familiar with our past.
I think he's saying need this clip, so I would assume.
So he was either alive, now he's dead, or he was dead, he was really dead. So what else matters?
What else matters?
To walk through it.
Hi, Steve Whittaker with Maxi Lift and Pro Tips again. This is part 2 of a pro tip where I started talking about which a customer said that
What else matters?
To walk through it.
I think we need to shorten it just to that first part. It'd be like, there we go. Every Friday should just be like, who lost a family member this week, and let's just play this clip.
It's the in memoriam.
Yeah.
But it's Tim Tebow.
And the more closer you were to that person, the more times we play the clip.
Is Tim Tebow on Cameo?
Probably. All those hucksters are. We could
Okay. We could get a clip. I feel like that. All right. We can get some more.
We can get some Tebow.
Oh my God! I would love if Michael Fassbender played me. Michael Fassbender is a phenomenal actor, and I will miss him as Magneto very much so.
Dude, getting Fassbender to play you?
That is
such a nice compliment.
Exactly. That's like the nicest compliment I've gotten in a while.
Yeah.
So, Paul Rudd is pretty good for you, bud.
Dude, Paul Rudd is both handsome, charming, and he's triple. He's the triple threat. Handsome, charming, and funny.
Yeah.
What have I been? The Agency with Fassbender. That's a very good show. The Agency.
I've seen it.
It's like on Paramount Plus or some bullshit.
Oh, I didn't see it.
But it's very good. He's very good in it.
Oh, there's no Tebow on Cameo? Damn, thanks for checking it out.
Thanks, guys. What are Packers fans watching for in tonight's game?
Trey smacked that all on the floor. Smack that, run up the score.
He's already solid in my book.
So, looking for him again. Love is apparently going to play, at least a little bit. So, see how
he played all last week?
Yes, he played literally one series.
Okay.
So,
that's shit. I think Matt LaFleur's probably like, I learned from the mistake of my brother.
Who also played a Love, but now has a high ankle sprain. And they're hoping to get him back, for the start of the season.
Oh man, what if, by brotherly connection, whatever happens to Jeremiah Love this year, then happens to Jordan Love, good or bad?
No.
I think that's the storyline I'm going to be watching.
You're just like, wow, Jordan Love had 1,500 rushing yards. That's crazy.
And 0 passing TD.
0 passing TD.
Or one. We'll give him one.
Yeah, give him one. There you go. Appreciate you, Thomas. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Yeah,
I like to think that Matt is secretly sabotaging Mike too. Like before that game, he's like, "Yeah, you should get as many carries for Jeremiah as possible."
No, see, I disagree with this because there's still a chance that we wind up poaching one of their running backs. So they want to have everybody healthy so that they have a plethora of running backs.
No, I mean, I wouldn't. I like to believe he's evil. Yeah.
Okay, that's too much. That's too much. Now,
is that Beavis wearing a Colorado Buffaloes visor?
I am Cornholio. Threatening me?
Because I have that Let's Ride Broncos Beavis and Butthead shirt.
It's great, sir.
That Carmi really likes.
Yeah.
And every now and then she'll like do one of their laughs, and she's like, "Dad, is that how Beavis laughs?" Yes, that's exactly how he laughs.
Yeah. Hey, you got a teaching job working with 504 and IEP kids. Yeah, I worked in inclusion classrooms basically my entire career. What are some things I should get from my room that I may be overlooking? Well, I think you just got a teaching job. I wouldn't go crazy just yet. This is stuff that you can, first of all, congrats on actually getting a classroom. In the 6 years that I was a teacher, I just constantly moved from classroom to classroom. So if you actually have a classroom, start off like just with some small things that, like give it some personality, but you just add to it throughout the year, right? Because that's what differentiating instruction's about. It's going to be based on different kids. So yeah, just kind of see what their needs are as the year goes on.
I would get a kegerator. I'd suggest a kegerator. You're going to need it. In any classroom, I think teachers should be allowed to have a beer or two.
I mean, it'd be pretty great, right?
The younger the child they have to teach, the more beer they are allowed.
And they actually have like a full top shelf bar. Elementary school teachers.
Yeah. Actually, middle school teachers, they need drugs and booze.
That's 100%.
They get to do both.
That is both.
They get to pick one drug, one alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's okay if they don't mix well. It doesn't matter.
No.
They won't be as crazy as middle schoolers.
Yeah, because middle schoolers don't mix well with society. So it's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
There you go. Also remodel. Listen, the basement's coming together. Bit by bit, man.
Hell yeah. Remodels are, I didn't do any work down here, but it was still a pain in my ass.
I feel like I had to watch them do the work, though, and
I came down and like, yeah, this is looking good. What are you doing? Good. What are you doing?
You just come in, you put your hands on the hips, you're like,
you guys got enough
nails down here. Romo Dunze. There's one other story I do want to talk about. Vita Vea not getting traded. So Vita Vea got a good old contract extension. Only a 1-year extension, but he made a good amount. It was like $30 million.
So 30 mil?
Yeah, 30 mil, and so he's now going to be there for the next 2 seasons. It's always fun because I feel like this happens every year, right? The agent's like, there is no way in God's green earth that they're going to be playing for their team. And then, a few weeks later, they wind up getting a contract extension. This one I thought would be a little bit longer, but I understand because he's getting a little bit older. And if the Buccaneers are like, hey, if we're going to try and do something productive this year, we kind of need Vita Vea.
Yeah, because Vita Vea said, I don't see any circumstance where I'm not traded.
Yeah.
And then he got paid, and he's like, I always wanted to be a Buccaneer. This is my home.
Yeah.
His poker face was not the best.
Not great.
But yeah, it's a good move for Tampa. And, with the excitement around Ruben Bain, like having Vita Vea go back to be on that defensive front, like you just want that. You want that. And he spoke very highly of Todd Bowles, who I think a lot of people think could be on the hot seat, but we know like the defense likes playing for Todd Bowles.
Should be.
They just, it's going to come down to Baker and how that offense functions. And watching quarterback and all the injuries Baker was dealing with, it made me have even more respect for his season last year. But yeah, big move, smart move for Tampa. Just a smart move.
4 plus. Happy belated birthday. When we were in St. Jude, they had like some pictures running from 30 and 30, and Doyle was in one of those pictures. So we talked about Doyle and how awesome Doyle was.
Hell yeah.
Big old puppy.
Doyle.
Such a sweet dog. There were so many great puppers on that trip. So good. There's a I was thinking about the golden retriever. So they have, at St. Jude, they have multiple golden retrievers. They have like one for the staff, and then they obviously have a bunch for the patients, in which like they go and especially if they're having a tough day or they have to get blood drawn, they have dogs that like show kids like, hey, like you can get into an MRI machine and it's not as scary, and like they go into like an MRI and all. So just good puppers everywhere. Happy belated birthday. And Karna, this is for you. I'm gonna be a dad after 6 years of being with my girlfriend and now wife. Can I get a clip in celebration of this great news? Look at my hands. I am not choosing this clip. Whatever brand.
I love you. Oh my God.
She was so small.
Appreciate it when they're young.
Oh, that got me, dude.
Yeah. She's gonna be 6 next week. She's gonna be 6.
We literally watched her grow up.
Yeah. That second day of first grade really hit me. I'm like, oh, God.
I was telling, again, a bunch of people, like, I know a few folks that have, like, their kids are going in first grade. They're like, I was fine for kindergarten. But first grade just uppercuts you.
They're just getting too smart. They're just becoming
people.
Not adults, but they're becoming, it's just like a different version.
Yeah.
And you're grasping with the fact that you're just getting so close to being very far away from
Let's ride.
Anyway.
See? How old was she there? 2?
Let's see. No, she had to be like, well,
that's what I'm saying.
Let's ride. All right, I love you. A little
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off in Detroit. Khalif Raymond to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
Here's Derrick Henry. And make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
I would not want to do. You have to sign up and
Run
it costs
picks up
money.
6, so that means it's second and 4.
It's just that test with a bunch of like high schoolers.
Another
Joey
run for
B.
Henry.
Yeah, Joey B. saying,
Held up after gaining 2, so we'll try that marker. Third down coming up.
And now actually goes, is Joe Burrow
Offense headed to
actually
the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
Well, obviously, Ashley, if the Bengals
sneak here,
don't make it,
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough to reset it downs.
I think it's good. You want that.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Not that it's
First
like
down
necessarily
now,
his
ball
fault.
at the 33.
He's got to be out there. He's got to be out there. Their defense has to be.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they'll take him down at the 23-yard line.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
There you go. You're welcome. Thank you for
So
letting
now,
me
partner,
steal it.
got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
But, you know, you gave props, right? You just mentioned, I think.
Who should be the tight end now?
There's no way it got
Out of the shotgun, call.
I'm so
He's got it right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
I would like to edit shit that is not my dumb.
And the Lions have a first
That's
down.
really what it comes down to. Which is tough. That's tough.
From the gun, a run for Henry.
What's the bet between you two?
Shoves one away. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line.
Preseason? We don't make preseason bets. Come on now.
And that is good for Detroit first down. Running once more with Henry. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
$200
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
The Packers win. Brandon has to break the line. Jess has to send the $200 bill.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
You guys need to help me figure out.
Throw here, third down. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
I just want to get you. I just want to send deal.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
We were talking about even the last GPS, and then he jumped him over to the Jaguars for like a late round pick, right? Like, here you go.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this.
Everybody needs somebody to blame.
We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Go tonight.
Wait,
180. Nice job.
On third and goal, Goff.
to the full
He
minute
brings
there.
it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions
Who
get the
is
game's
that?
first points here in the second. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
Big promo.
Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest.
Dude, I can't remember which one.
It is tough to
Caesar's
imagine this guy
probably.
getting any better than he was on that opening drive,
I feel like it
huh?
was like
Yeah,
bad,
you hear me
but
all the time. Just talk about getting the
I feel like
quarterback
that
in the
book's
rhythm,
not
right?
around
Just
anymore.
feel of the game.
Caesar's, because I've only wanted because it's for
Perfect 5 for 5 and finish it off for
Caesar's still.
6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
most insane for insane Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
Fox now,
Dude,
kick this
it would be
one away.
rough. That would be rough.
I don't care. I'll take it.
Here's Miller on the return.
You say, and I did shit over and over.
Where they're about to take the field. He's up
Then
to the 35 on the return.
I would love that. You're just
The
literally
Steelers
standing in
and
someone's
Jalen
corner. You
Warren
just show up to
headed
people's
back out there
houses and you're just like,
offensively. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon
then
for
you
this
slip,
offense to
and then
utilize
you just
week
slink
in
out of the room.
and week out.
It'd be somewhat comforting though. So nice. Look at this.
First play, Rodgers right in left. He's got London left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
$100. Time, Taco. Jesus Christ, dude. You know how hungry? Two big tacos last night? No.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Tacos for dinner last night. And I went to a grocery store.
Rodgers from the gun. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Drake London with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
It's expensive. Thank you.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. From the gun, call. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a...
NFL players can go back to college if they've got that fifth-year eligibility. But, yeah, I'm just curious to see if this one does well. Like, I wasn't even going to do it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's just see. But they're doing well. They're doing all right. And during football season, like, will I do it? I don't know. I don't know if I can have the bandwidth. But
It's a good, like, Wednesday. Oh, because you do power rankings on Wednesday. It'd be a good Thursday video. Like,
you know what sucks, too? People are like, you should keep doing these. I'm like, I've kind of been doing this the entire time this channel's existed, and we got away from it because nobody would fucking watch.
But now people are watching.
Now they're like, yes, a wrap-up of NFL news for the week. Great idea. But no, I like writing them. So, anyway. What do you got, Tom?
Right. So,
we'll see if we stream tonight. I don't know. I was leaning towards yes, and then after seeing those clips with my daughter, I'm leaning towards no. I just want to hang out, be a dad. That's it for the last 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And it's like, honey, never gonna see you again now. I'll see you after Valentine's Day. The AFC North is finished. The AFC East, I think, is getting worked on. I have to record the last two. I think AFC North is going to drop on Monday because I'm missing GPS on Monday because I'm going to be in New York for a minute. I'll be back on Wednesday, but then I'm gone for a week. So, yeah, I'm doing Q&A tonight, I think.
Funny.
Red Rocks is, dude, speaking of Red Rocks not only awesome, but Rise Against is playing at Red Rocks. It's during
that's your band.
Though.
That's your band.
Dude, it's on a Monday during the season. I was like, I can't make that work. This Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it's like you probably would have justified a Tuesday, a Wednesday, or a Friday, right?
Yep.
Or not Saturday, maybe?
Saturdays. So there's a few things we can do on Saturdays during the season. But, like, yeah, it's tough, man. I could do a Friday, too. So Tuesday I can. I got scripted in power rankings. Wednesday's predictions. Thursday's the game. So, yeah, man. I wanted to go. Don't go see them. Thank you.
JPJ. JPJ.
Howard Jones.
Let her stay.
Chat, these stanky shorts are about to actually be unrecognizable. I'm dead serious. Prepare it before destroying. Not gonna lie, that's a lot of time. I just saw the worst message I've ever read. Prepare that real quick. I'm taking this out too because we're gonna put something better in. Okay, take this out. Chad, Stanky Shores is about to be crazy looking. Should I keep this over? I might keep the quad zone and that over there. I might. Or I remove these over here and move the
Profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left.
180!
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing us.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronx. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Goff. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
He's got Khalif Raymond. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action with Goff. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's going to be stopped about a half-second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Henry's going to try to pick it up. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Hey, dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers and Drake London headed back out onto the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead.
18.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. He's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and 4 coming up now. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. So 1st down from the 41. Throwing is gone. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Goff. Connection made to Raymond. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This 42 yards from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Our look at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on the Bucs in an NFC South matchup. And this is Rachaad White. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bucs get another win. It's now 9 straight as they get the job done in this one. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Patrick Mahomes on target to Xavier Worthy. 20 yards on the touchdown pass. The Chiefs come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Michael Wilson. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Cardinals needed this one, and they got it. A victory.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Rodgers set to pass. Catch made by Austin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 7 yards on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Trying an inside give to Warren. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On 2nd down, Warren. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running it with David Montgomery. Still going through the 25. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32. Now gone. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Now, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Goff has it knocked out. But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. That's taken at the 15. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down. Warren once more. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Warren. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now they're looking to throw with Rogers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Rogers from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Play action here with Rogers. Finds him on the crossing route. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And it's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. Give here to Warren. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Fryermuth there to bring it in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throws Cox. They got the football caught, but not the first. That's got just shy of the marker, 4th down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Going for it with Roy. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They run with Warrior. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the lines. 2nd and goal coming up. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Second and goal coming up from the 7. Again, they give to Warren. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. The intended target was his running back. And that forces them to 4th and goal. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Steelers down by only 3. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
To throw. Completed to his running back. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
He gets it again to Mitchell. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. All the left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Getting close to a minute left to play. Here he is to throw. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second. Throw again, Rogers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Going all the way to the end zone here. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Malik Robertson takes it away. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
Let's make a slide zone right here. Okay. We're making a slide zone, Chad. Look here. Look at this. Are the dunk slides good? I need another quarter go right here. I need this to work badly. Right there. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. To the new and vastly improved Stank Draws Shores Slide Zone. Where the money at? Drop slide. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. Look at this thing.
Look, fuck. God, I wish it was fucking Freddy.
I gotta test this. I have to test it. I Oh, wait, hold on. That's not really it. Bro. The death loop? I don't think they had the death loop in here right now. I think that's like 4-star, right? Okay, let's try both of these. Check the duck slide. Wait a minute, hold on. Run that by me again. Wait, that looked kind of... Yo, who is the slide manufacturer? Wait just a minute here. Okay, it was better than... Let me move these poles back a little bit. Hold on, let me see how this one does. That one's good. Let me move the duck slide back just a little bit because that one gets some speed on it. I'm out right there. Let's see how it goes now. W safety precautions. That is clean. Okay, let's do one more slide here because we have the money for it. The blue one or the green one? The green one looks tough. And there's room for it. Wait, we can do both. Wait, we can do both. Wait a minute. I just did the greatest manufacturing thing of all time. I put the slide where the tree goes through the slide. Oh my goodness. Bro. Look at this. What was here first, the tree or the slide? Makes you wonder. Oh my goodness, that is dope. And it's perfectly safe. Look at that. You just love to see it. Oh my goodness, you just love to see it. And you know what? I have the money. I can do the other one. I think. Move this trash can.